What's up, everyone? What's up, Melanie Shield? My brother Peter Sterling, what's going on? Denise is in the house. Daniel, what's up? Enrique, what's up? Hey, Helen, how are you? We got Corey in the house. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Clark's in the house. What's up, Tanya Tucker? I'm going to be answering your question later in this presentation. Stay tuned. What's up, Laura? Jody, I love you. How are you? What's up, Kyla? What's up, Tanya? Nicole Jones, what's going on? Janelle, what's up? We got Yvette. What's up, Sam? I'm going to give a little bit of time, let everybody get on here. I got a lot that I want to share. What's up, Paul DeChico? Go Giants! Hey, Anna, what's going on? Kimberly? Sherilyn, Sue, Joanne, what's up? Brother Bob's in the house. I think you have a whole lot of people at your house right now or something like that. So I promise you I will not disappoint. What's up, Debbie? Maureen, Kelly, Ty, what's up, bro? What's up, Peter? Peter Hugenoff, I miss you, dude. We're going to have a lot of fun together, man. I'm looking forward to going on all these free vacations. It's going to be great. Howard, what's up? I hope you're feeling better. Jessup, Tim, Jason, Linda. Hey, Linda, how are you? Everybody I know, Linda Papik, she knew me since I was a little boy, teasing my big sister. Marilyn, we got Kelly, what's up? Jeff Quaid, Myron, what's up? So today I'm going to be talking about Viseo, the Viseo opportunity through the eyes of an entrepreneur, and I just want to give everybody a different perspective. You know, there's a lot of people that get out there and they want to bring in heavy hitters into their businesses, and entrepreneurs, right, and small business owners, big business owners, restaurant owners. Owners of franchises, people with large center of influence, and I want to help everybody to be able to understand the language of business so you can approach those types of people, right? And it's the way that's the way I saw this industry, reluctantly. I didn't want to be in network marketing, but you know, my passion was real estate and all of that, and I stepped into real estate early. 1998, before the boom really started, you know, and I crushed it. I made millions in the industry, and I went and spent the money and got highly educated through Robert Kiyosaki's classes in Scottsdale, Arizona. So anyways, I'm just going to wait just a few more minutes for some other people to get on, and we'll begin to share a little bit. But my whole approach today is for you to see it through the eyes of an entrepreneur so you can communicate that, right? So welcome, everyone. Martin's in the house. I know Christy's in the house. I probably missed a lot of people because I was talking, but I just wanted to say welcome. We have people from, you know, from all over my Facebook wall page and all Facebook family, and we have people from different organizations and all of that. And I just want to say welcome to everyone. I love being a team player, and I love pouring myself out to people to help them to have success. And so this is just another how do I say this? Just another facet of my approach towards this business, and to all of you, to help all of you. Xavier, what's up? I missed you, brother. Richard's in the house. Jack Starnes, what's up? Ryan, Sherry, what's up? Now, I want to remind every one of you guys too, I went ahead and changed the privacy setting on this to public. So if you want to invite other people or share this with other people on your page, you can go ahead and do that. Normally I keep my stuff private, but this time I wanted you guys to be able to really get the word out there, get the message out there if you found value in this. So I promise you everything that I share is going to be from a business perspective, and I will not disappoint. I promise you that. Get started here in maybe one more minute. I always feel comfortable in my truck. I feel comfortable in my truck given, you know, I don't know, I don't want to call them lectures, but I like these to be very casual conversations. You know, doing the complete presentations, I save them for another time, but this is where I feel the most comfortable and engaging with everybody. It's funny because I don't know about you guys, but remember when you guys did your very first conference call many years ago, and you did it in your car or your office, and you knew there were like hundreds of people on, maybe even thousands of people on, and you couldn't see them, right? I'm so used to seeing and feeling the audience, and the first time I did a conference call, all I wanted to do is throw up and run away. So I think I just got so used to doing those conference calls in my car, in my vehicle, you know, it became my comfort zone. It's probably why I do all my Facebook Lives in my truck now as well. So, hey, I just want to remind everybody, too, that I was once just like you guys, being afraid to talk to people. I've been an introvert probably my whole life, and those that know me the best know that this is true even now, even though I have, you know, a following and I'm in the public's eye all the time, teaching and sharing, and 9 years on the mission field and preaching and doing all of that stuff. Those that know me best know that I am, when I'm not in the public sharing my thoughts, I want to be in my hotel room sitting there watching a movie with a bowl of ice cream. So don't tell my trainer that. So, all right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started here, and I want to say welcome. We have people on the Overcome Nation team. I love my Overcome Nation family. I pour into them 3 nights a week for an hour. Started Overcome Nation Business School. It's a business school of real business acumen, and you know, it's my approach. It's in my DNA. And so I just want to say welcome. We have people from other organizations here. All of you guys are welcome. And, you know, the purpose of this is, you know, just to reach out. There are a lot of people that are not in Viseo, and this is your way of being able to get those entrepreneurs on your team. I encourage every single one of you guys to share this video and with the people that you want to, and get with the person that shared it with you, you know, because I have no doubt with the things I'm about to say are extremely valuable. And these are the things that I'm sharing, and the perspective that I'm sharing has always helped me to become a 7-figure earner in this industry. I've been doing it for 10 years. I've made millions in this industry. I've sold over $100 million in products and services in the network marketing industry. Before that, my background was in real estate, and the timing was perfect for me. I stepped into buying land and real property in 1998. I did that for until 2007, and I made millions in that industry. And I didn't feel like I really knew what I needed to know. But that was the power of being a part of a boom market, right? The real estate boom was good for a lot of people, even those that didn't know their craft and weren't good at what they were doing. It just kept accelerating, right? Just getting larger and larger, and it was hard not to make money. For me, I just felt like I just got a piece of the pie, and I didn't really feel like I had a lot of wisdom, and so I sought the help of Robert Kiyosaki after reading all of his books. And felt like for the first time in my life, it really, really empowered me. And so before I knew it, I was on the phone with his secretary asking if he would mentor me. She said no. But I could spend, you know, $3,000 to $5,000 a weekend and spend time with him and about 150 other people from around the world, and he would personally teach us, right, through these book studies. So I learned about oil and gas and gold and silver and the decline of the dollar and, you know, currencies and trade and how to get your banker to say yes, and of course real estate and all that, taxation, incorporating and using LLCs and protecting your assets and all of that stuff, and changed my life. 2007, I felt the real estate boom drying up, and one of my buddies in the class was making about $27,000 a week in a company called Mona V, and it was all residual, and I could feel the real estate boom lifting, and $27,000 a week residually with no employees was my price to pay attention. And I didn't like network marketers. I didn't like network marketing. I had a very low opinion of it. And so if there was ever a skeptic out there, I can promise you it was me. Okay? And so why would somebody that did so well in real estate end up being completely interrupted by network marketing, and then have it become, over the course of the next 10 years, part of my call and my destiny and my purpose? Why would that happen with somebody that was so well trained in financial literacy step into network marketing when the world is calling it a pyramid, right? And I want to explain a little bit about that, because through my eyes, the eyes of a complete entrepreneur, I haven't had a job in 18 years. And I love that. I don't ever want to have a job, right? My worst nightmare is to have a job. And I've been living off of residual income for many, many, many years. And I love to help other people do the same. And I think that I teach from the inside out, right? I teach through giving real business acumen, real financial literacy. And I teach people to go after small business owners, because you can build a business much quicker that way, right? So I want to equip all of you guys with the language, if it helps, in your network marketing business, right? Viseo, right? And so the Viseo opportunity I'll get to shortly, but I want you to see a little bit of what I saw first, okay? So I want you guys to understand a couple of things. One is, there's a difference between good income and bad income. Okay, so this is, I want you to just kind of get in my head a little bit for what I saw in 2007 when I decided to build in a company called Mona V, right? Here I am in Viseo with the same founder, same owner, love the man, Dallin Larson. He's the whole reason why I came out of retirement from network marketing to re-engage, because if he was coming out of retirement, I was coming out of retirement, because I knew that if he's built 2 other billion-dollar companies, he's going to build a 3rd billion-dollar company, and I want to be a part of that, and I want to be there in the very beginning. So I came in and I looked at network marketing. I saw my buddies making $27,000 a week residually with no employees, right? That's very attractive. To a small business owner, that's extremely attractive, okay? That's like magic. To be able to build your business locally instead of globally without any employees and have it be residual income is very, very compelling for an entrepreneur, especially for a small business owner, because most small business owners don't have a system. They are the system. So when they go on vacation, the system goes with them. Okay, so the income that you earn in Viseo is a 24 hours a day, 7-day a week income, right? So most people in traditional business only make money when they work, not when they don't work. Okay, I like residual income. Now, I knew the difference between bad income and good income. Bad income is now considered trading hours for dollars, right? Being an employee, it's taxed at the highest rate. If you're an employee, most likely before you get your check from your employer, because you came in on a W-2, right? They tax your money before you even get it. Right? So after you pay your bills, you are left over with, very little, right? There's not enough money at the end of the month for you to be able to invest in other cash flowing assets. So money earned through trading hours for dollars is you're bound by the 24-hour a day, so that's considered bad income. Good income is residual income, money that finds you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? And you can write your expenses off against it through a 1099 or through a corporation or LLCs. You got to talk to your tax person, but traditionally that's the way that is. And so you get to write off your expenses against that, and then you have a lot left over to invest in other cash flowing assets or to reinvest in your business. Okay, and so that's the difference between good income and bad income. And so when I stepped into network marketing, right, in this case it'd be in Viseo for all of us, it's good income, right? It's the income you earn through a 1099. So your whole world changes when you go from a W-2 to a 1099, because now you can have your write-offs, and you'll talk to your tax person, about how that world is different, right? So I don't want to give a bunch of details on what that is and put myself in a place of liability, but it's way better. You get to keep a lot more of what you make. Okay, so that was a difference of between good and bad income. The second thing that is really, really compelling is that, in a small business, right, let me just say it like this. I earned income through real estate, right? I purchased real estate, okay? So listen to me now. I want you to see this. All of you, this is a big deal. You can either buy a cash flowing asset, okay, like real estate, or you can build a cash flowing asset through Viseo, okay? So let me tell you what I mean by that. So you can buy a cash flowing asset. Let's just say you buy a rental property. I like rental properties, okay? So you can buy a single family residential property, right? What would that cost you? Tens of thousands of dollars down, depending on what the property is, or hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Depending on the price of the property. Or if you get into multi-units or apartment complexes, you're talking about millions of dollars putting down, right? So you have to come up with a lot of money, right? And low to high risk depending on the type of property you purchase. My point is, you have to come in with a lot of money down to get that property cash flow, right? Or to fix it. Maybe there's deferred maintenance and other things that you can adjust, but you're purchasing that property because you want to have a cash flowing asset. So after you've paid all the debt service, whatever's left over goes into your pocket. That's called passive income. That's called residual income. Now, I want to break it down even further. That means that your asset is working harder than you can. So while you're doing other things, you have this machine going that's earning income, right, while you're sleeping. Okay? That's when you purchase a cash flowing asset. In this case, I used real estate. Okay? Now, what I love about building an asset is what I found in Viseo. It's what I found in network marketing, okay? Because all of the upfront capital that you would have to put down has already been done for you, okay? It's already been done for you. So you come into it, right? They have already formulated the product. They've already packaged the product. They've already handled all of the legal side of it. They assume all the liability, right? They have created the websites. They do all of the accounting, right? They handle all the shipping, and you get to tap into that already made business, and that didn't cost you one penny. Okay? So then you come into this with buying basically a business in a box, right? From up to $1,500. Okay? Who can build a business for $1,500 and turn it into a multi-million-dollar cash flowing asset that can go globally? Okay? I want to challenge everybody with that. I'm sure that there are some things here and there, but not as common as what we see in network marketing. You're building an asset, okay? So I want to stay on this course. Okay? So as you're building this asset that came up with very low risk, very, very little upfront costs, you get to bring into your business. You're taking your amazing product, right? Our products into the marketplace. Your whole objective is to bring as much of your product into the marketplace as possible. That's the main objective of Viseo. Get your product in the hands of everybody, right? You're handing it out. You're sampling everyone. I tell my team, look, we want our team to copy what like Red Bull did, right? Red Bull came in and you guys remember, they just started slinging that stuff for free, giving it away like crazy to everybody, right? Look at Red Bull today. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. So if you want to build a massive business, be like Red Bull, okay? Hand your product out, get it in the hands of everybody. With that being said, you can enroll somebody in your city who enrolls somebody in another city, who enrolls somebody in another state, who enrolls somebody in another country. And what you've done is you've been able to pierce through the economy of your city, your state, even your country. So now your income is less dependent on where you live or even in your own country. And guess what? You did it without any employees. You did it without any of those headaches that the small business owner actually has, right? So therefore, you get a lot of freedom in your time, okay? Is that making sense to anybody? Okay, so I want to share something with you guys on what I mean by that, because you get to step in and bring in your network. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about networks. I'm freezing up a little bit here, but I'm going to say this again then. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about networks later on in this presentation so you really begin to understand what I'm saying, okay? Now, so I remember there was a time, and this is a painful part of what I want to share right now, but there's a great learning lesson for you. I'm sharing this for you, so I'm about to be very transparent here. So there was a time where I remember my net worth was about $8 million, right? And I loved it when I would, apply for a loan to purchase a piece of property, and I loved to be able to present it to my banker and have him see my net worth and my cash flow and capital and all of that stuff, right? And that was very, very powerful. But as you know, because I've done videos before and shared the year that I lost everything, right? A lot of stuff going on in my personal life, real estate markets crashing, right? I fell into deep depression. I lost my will, okay? My will, right? I didn't care anymore. And that was a very, very dark season for me in my life. But what I want to say was, when I lost it all, now listen to me now, when I lost it all, the only net worth I had was inside of me. Okay? The only net worth I had left was inside of me. And it took a few months for God, for the Lord, to begin to speak to me and show me that my net worth that was living on the inside of me was extremely valuable. It was priceless. Because if you've done it once, you can do it again. So all that knowledge and all that wisdom and everything that I learned through the rigors of real business and understanding is all on the inside of me. And you can do it over and over and over again. So I'm saying this because I know I have a friend, Tanya, out there that asked me this question, but I get a lot of people that ask me this question all the time. And they always say, Rick, does it take money to make money? Okay? Okay? It's freezing up, so I'm going to say this again. Does it take money to make money? And the answer is absolutely not. Because I can tell you, when I got up off the mat and I stopped crying every day and I decided to build another network marketing business, I didn't have any money. Okay? And I turned around and I was walking back and forth to Starbucks every day. I made $47,000 my first week back in business. Right? Because I had wealth on the inside of me. I made those calls. I didn't have any tangible assets left, but I had an intangible asset living on the inside of me, and it was called the knowledge. Knowledge makes money. Money doesn't make money. Now, there is a time where, as you are, you're liquid and you have all that, you can invest in other cash flowing assets and really get on the fast track. But what I'm talking about here is that when you don't have money, don't feel like you can't go out and make $1 million, because I can tell you I've done it over and over and over again, and so can you. Okay? Right? And so as I was walking back and forth to Starbucks and making my calls, hiding my need, right? Hiding my need, right? I had to compartmentalize my what was happening in my life and speak absolutes and speak according to what I knew was solid business acumen to get people to understand that what I was about to get involved in was exactly where they needed to be, because I was in the right place at the right time with the right company, okay? And I built a $4 million a year business in 90 days, literally in 90 days, okay? So I want you guys to understand the reason why I'm in network marketing is because myself and your leaders can teach you to do the very same thing with very, very little money. And I'll say even no money, okay? So this is what I mean by that. Because you can either buy, right, your way into building your Viseo business, or you can sell your way into building your Viseo business, okay? So I tell everybody you are a garage sale away from purchasing an ambassador pack and then going and building a multi-million-dollar business if you want to. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that. That removes all excuses, and it also, listen to me now, it also removes all of the mental impasses in your mind that are saying you can't do this, or the family members that are saying you can't do this, or your friends that are saying you can't do this, or that you shouldn't do this. Okay? Don't listen to people that know nothing about business, okay? Because I can tell you, I would not be in network marketing, right? If I didn't know, I'm not here to make $100,000. Can I just say this right now? I want you guys know my heart, so I don't want you to. I hope that you don't think I'm arrogant in any way. But I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a businessman, and I want to build a global business. Okay. And so I've been doing this for many years and I've made millions, okay? But I want to tell you something. I didn't step into Viseo to make $100,000 a year. I stepped into Viseo to make millions a year, okay? And so from an entrepreneur standpoint, that's what I see, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't know that I could go there. Now, how you do that is you have to help someone else get rich while you're getting rich, okay? This is one of the reasons why I love Viseo and love network marketing, because you have to help others. If I want to make millions in this industry, then I have to teach other people and help them make millions as well, okay? Because in traditional business, only one guy or one girl gets rich. It's one individual, not so a lot of people can get wealthy. What I love about Viseo and what I love about network marketing is that this is a place where all can be wealthy and share in the wealth, okay? So I want you to understand that part of it, okay? I'm going to go to my notes here too, because I want to make sure that I'm efficient in the way that I talk about, the way I hit my points, okay? So even when now I want to bring up franchises, okay? So in the world of business, franchises have been something that we've all looked at, you know, to get involved in, but it takes anywhere from $100,000 to $1.5 million to purchase a franchise, okay? And 1/3 of all franchises end up going broke, even though that's one of the best fundamental, most secure businesses to purchase, because they're duplicatable. When you look at like McDonald's, it costs over $1 million to purchase a McDonald's, right? Or some of the other franchises that you step into. But remember, there's always monthly fees that you have to send to corporate, to the franchisor, right? You have to send that to them, right? You have to send that to them every single month. So there are monthly fees, and it doesn't matter, listen to me now, it doesn't matter whether your business is cash flowing or not. You still have to pay that. Your franchise that you purchased, that you stepped into, may be completely losing money, but you still have to send your dues, right, to corporate. Okay, so there's no guarantee there, even though it's a great system of duplication, and many people around the world, especially in the United States, put a high regard on franchises. Okay, so again, when you step into Viseo, you can see that to be able to step into this for little or no money at all, right, and build a massive cash flowing business is extremely attractive to the to an entrepreneur, especially a small business owner, right? So many of you guys know that I teach out of the cash flow quadrant, and I see a lot of people, you know, they try to do the same thing. And you know, I want to encourage you, if you're going to teach the cash flow quadrant or out of it, then you really want to get the revelation of what each quadrant really means, what each quadrant, the pain points of each one of those, the E, the S, the B, and the I. You know, it's really, you know, I see a lot of people taking, and they, you know, they kind of just go through the motions, but it's not, they don't speak out of a place of real understanding, because they haven't walked it out, or they haven't really taken the time. So what I love about network marketing is it really teaches you the pain points of an employee, or the pain points of a small business owner, and understand that, right? Or the big business owner, right? The one that has 500 employees or more has a system. But which brings me to my next point. What I love about network marketing is that it has a system, right? People can make money, but systems create wealth. So you're tapping into a ready-made system, okay? And then you'll see here at Viseo that we have our own system, which is also the railroad tracks of how to build wealth. So you're not doing it by yourself, you're doing it with a team of people. Okay? And, you know, like those of you that are already in Viseo, like our Gold Rush. I mean, I think it's wonderful what Holly and Corbin put out, right? And it's a system that I'm very familiar with because we learned it from a guy who's made $400 million in this industry, right? And he's the best when it comes to the binary, and we learned from the same guy, right? So that system is it's not foreign to me, it's very natural. So, you know, I want to encourage you to get with your upline and learn that system, because the system is the railroad tracks that keeps you in duplication. Okay? It is the fundamentals of how to build a massive organization through the mechanics, okay? Because a lot of people come into network marketing with all their own ideas of how they're going to do it, how they can go faster than everybody else, and all of that, and they end up, you know, only building a large business for a short period of time, but in the end, there's no duplication, so their people start quitting, and their retention goes way down, okay? So you have to understand that, you know, we have a lot of leaders and wonderful people to learn from and glean from, but your mentor should be the system. Okay? Because the system is what is the tracks, the mechanics that will keep you duplicating, right? And the people that step into it should put a lot of reverence on that system, because the system is what's going to continue to duplicate while you're on a beach, right? While you're enjoying your free time. Wealth is measured in time, not money. I love the free time that network marketing brings in, because I owned a small business owner. I was a small business owner since I was 17 years old. All my businesses always owned me. I couldn't go on vacation for a month or 2 months or 3 months. I was the system, right? So I was stuck. That's the pain point of a small business owner. So you definitely want to understand those pain points, okay? Because it will really help you. Begin to be a very good listener, right? Learn to listen, because you come in many times with the mechanics or scripted or what you're going to say and all that, but understand who your audience is. Who's your prospect? Are you sitting with an employee, right, who loves their job and loves their career and all that, right? And then you come in and you start saying, oh, getting a job, no, getting a job, bad, no, do job, right? And they're like, what? Get out of here. You're probably going to get a lot of no's. So you got to be a good listener and understand that, you know, some people really enjoy their job. They love being an employee, and you're not going to change their mind. So you want to listen for pain points. That's that's a solid point. You can get a lot more yeses if you listen to the person that you're talking to. Okay? I hope that part helps. Okay? So, let's see here. So I also wanted to say, make sure that once you learn the mechanics and once you learn, you know, you have that knowledge, you can do it over and over and over again. Okay? That's really important. Remember, knowledge is money. Knowledge is power. Right? Everything that you're learning as a small business owner and a network marketer is a tangible asset to you, right? So you're building an asset that continues to cash flow. So if you look at, like, you know, I remember Kiyosaki always used to say, like, the radio network, the television network. The richest people in the world build networks, okay? So what are you doing right now in Viseo? You're building a network. Do you have a network? Yeah, you do. It's called your friends and your associates. Look what you have on your Facebook wall. Some of you guys have 500 friends, so you have a network of 500 people. Okay? I want you to start thinking like that, because this is what you are. You're building a network. This is why you're seeing so many people wanting to get more and more likes and building on social media platforms and Instagram and all of that. Most of the time, they don't know how to monetize that. Okay? But you're going after those people and you're teaching them how they can turn that following into income. They can turn it into capital, because what they have is a ready-made what? Network. Okay? And so I'm gonna continue to stay on that road in a second, but I want to make sure that I cover all of my key points. So when you look at the word network, I think a lot of people, they go network marketing. Even us leaders, we talk a lot about network marketing, but we really miss the fact that I want you to give you guys a real revelation, right? There is a lot of small business owners, right? And there's a lot of businesses that cash flow very well, but ours, what makes ours even better is it's a business of networks. okay? When you enroll somebody, you're tapping into their network. They're tapping into yours. You enroll another person, you just added another person. Maybe you added you're bringing all their friends, not just you, not just them. It looks like you only got one or two, but what you have, you may have two people that know 5,000 people, and so together that's a 10,000 person network that they can tap into, okay? So when you you start continually enrolling people and helping them build their businesses and start getting their businesses to cash flow, we're combining all of our networks, and it becomes global. It gets larger and larger and larger. What are we about to do in Viseo? Right? We're about to open up Hong Kong. We're about to open up Japan, right? All of Asia, right? Other countries from there. I'm not going to name all of them, right? Because I don't know the timing of exactly when it's happening, but it's all beginning this year in the next couple of months or so, right? And so when would you want to be involved in Viseo? Right now. You want to get in right now, okay? You don't want to wait because, listen, it's like my friend Enrique said, this is like a land grab right now because here we have a company that's growing so quickly, 12 million in sales in its first month, right? We just had our first event with 7,000 people, right? I have never ever seen or even heard of a company that has ever had 7,000 people at their very first event, right? So if we've done 12 million in the first month, I have to believe that we've done millions and millions and millions since, and we're only like 18 or 19 weeks old. We have an amazing story. Okay, so a lot of people, even though we're moving so fast, our story's getting stronger and stronger. What's happening is a lot of people that are standing on the wayside and going, you know what? I think I'll wait till a month before I call Rick. Or I think I'll call him next week. Or I think I'm going to call, Sue, right? Or somebody else, or Enrique, or somebody else, right? and what's happening is they're losing so much time. When you lose a day, it's like losing a week. When you lose a week, it's like losing a month. When you lose a month, it's like losing a year because you have all these people that are beginning to hear about it. And what's going to happen is you're going to start going after those people, and you're going to realize that they're already in somebody else's Viseo business because people are starting to really connect very, very quickly because people are getting excited about Viseo because they know we're going to be a billion-dollar company. They know we're going to be a legacy company, right? They know that our 5 unique products are extremely absorbable. You won't find another product in the marketplace like ours. I'll talk about those a little bit later. But I want you to understand that it truly is like a land grab where people going after groups of associates and communities and states, even countries, right? Different territories, and the word is spreading really, really fast that Viseo is doing something that has never been seen before in their first 18 or 19 weeks. Okay? So if you're on this, I want you to understand that. I'm not trying to manipulate you. It's not my style. I don't do rah-rah. I don't do that stuff. I don't talk about ground floor opportunity, right? I don't do that. I don't do any cheesy stuff. I bring real business perception and acumen to the table, and I try to keep the emotion out of it, right? Because I don't want people to come in just from the emotion. I want them to come in because they see that this is a legitimate business and that you can build a massive organization globally, and you can be a professional network marketer if you respect the skill and you respect the trade. You could have a lifestyle that rock stars don't even have. And in the midst of that, you're helping a whole lot of other people become very, very rich, very, very wealthy, and more than that, very, very healthy. Okay? There's a lot of people that are hurting right now in their emotions, in their marriages, in their bodies, right? Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? And what I love about this industry is I'm able to help people on all of those, in all of those areas. It's a good profit. It's a good work, and it has meaning. And so what can be better than, teaching other people how to be wealthy and watching them become wealthy and also becoming wealthy yourself? That's why I love this industry, okay? So this is why I believe. Now listen, I know that I have people on here that are following me and they're involved in other network marketing companies. I mean no disrespect. I'm bragging about Viseo right now because I believe Viseo in this moment in time is the opportunity out there, right? Not because it's a shiny new penny, not because it's brand new, because we have an amazing story and we have an amazing founder and we have amazing leaders and we have real meaning and we have a wonderful cause, right? And if you really dig into Viseo, you're going to see there's not just 1 or 2 or 3 reasons to be here. There are many reasons for why This company is doing millions and millions and millions in sales, and we're only 17, 18, 19 weeks old, and 7,000 people show up at our very first event, right? So I look at that and I just go, man, you know, my job's getting easier and easier, because in the very beginning we started to tell people what was going to happen when Viseo launched January 3rd, right? And then when it happened, it was even better than what we thought, right? And then we were right. And then now part of that, we already have a history to talk about, you know? Everybody hoped that we would fall flat on our face, but what we did was we sent shock waves to the entire industry, right? Because we truly are going to be $1 billion company, and we're seeing, listen to me, we're seeing the first fruits of that. Okay, and so you can look at the reasons why. It's not because we got lucky, because all of the different areas, from the ownership to the leadership to the experience to the compensation plan to the culture, right, to the cause, right? It's like magic. Listen to me. It takes nothing short of magic to build a legacy company. Really, really, and to build a company that moves that fast, right, without paying people to get on board, okay? I love that, okay? People are here for the right reasons. They're here for the right opportunity, right? And so I know that there's other companies out there that are strong, and they've been here for a long time, and I mean no disrespect. That's great. Some of them are becoming legacy companies, but guess what? So are we, and we're here in the very beginning, okay? I want to say this too, because, you know, when I stepped into Monavie, it was already 2 years old, okay? It was already 2 years old, and there were about 11 or 12 people that were really serious builders long before I showed up, but there were 82,000 people that got in before I did. You know, I came in with a business acumen, and I flew right through the ranks. In about 15 months, I hit Black Diamond. Okay, I made millions. And I want to point something out. I was already 2 years old, but those 11 or 12 people that got in before me, that were 2 years before I did, they made about 30 million, right? So I look at that and I go, hey, I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful, right, that God pulled me into Monavie when he did, and I started to learn from the best, and I brought in my own perspective that I learned through business, you know, and Kiyosaki and all that stuff. But in that 2 years, I probably could have picked up another 20 million, because if I was there in the very beginning, you know. And so when I look at Viseo right now, I look at that and I go, my gosh, my Lord, like, we're here right in the beginning, right in the very, very beginning of this thing. We are making history. Okay, this is going to be an amazing company, and I want to say, for all you entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying is the truth. Okay, and so I want you to understand something here. And this industry brings in almost $200 billion a year. Okay, here's another stat I want you to understand. There's over 100 million people in network marketing around the globe. 100 million people are involved in network marketing, okay? So if an industry is bringing in almost $200 billion a year, that means it's paying out billions and billions and billions of dollars a year in commissions. Okay, so what I love about that, so let me just put a strain, you know, or on my point here, is that what's wonderful about Viseo and network marketing is that you can take as much of that billion-dollar pie and put that in your pocket, right? If you go to work, listen to me now, if you go to work for a billion-dollar company like a Microsoft or many of these other companies, right, you're going to be at best be a high-paid employee. You're going to have a cap. Maybe you'll have some commission over the top of it, but you're going to be capped out. It's very difficult to become rich in the employee quadrant, because again, it's the bad type of money. It's not the good type of income. Okay, and if you missed that part, just go to the beginning and where I explain it. So when many people see and they go, okay, well, so what? So Viseo's done, you know, millions and millions in sales in their first 19 weeks or whatever. What does that mean for me? See, when they say that, what I tell them is, you're thinking like an employee right now. Okay, because we're not offering you a $60,000 or an $80,000 job. What we are offering you is an opportunity to make an unlimited amount of income. Okay, an unlimited amount of income. So when I look at people and the way I teach, I want you to understand something. You know, if I'm going to take an hour a day learning how to make $100,000 a year, or I'm going to take an hour a day learning how to make an unlimited amount of income a year, which hour deserves me more? right? Which hour? Of course it's the one that pays unlimited. So I'm always shocked when people look at network marketing and they look at the skill set, right? Because it is a skill set, and they look at it and kind of like, you know, that dog that doesn't understand you and kind of looks you at the side, they don't quite get it. This is why I like to go after entrepreneurs. This is why I like to go after small business owners, because they get it. It's a language of business that they understand, okay? A small business owner would love to take their small business and turn it into a network of people and do it without any employees, you know? You're an entrepreneur out there. You're a small business owner out there. Let me just ask you. I mean, what are your employees costing you a month, right? Maybe you have 10 employees, right? What does that cost you after your workman's comp and your liability issues and employment tax and all of that, and then the burden of making sure that there's enough work for all of them to get paid, and all of them get paid before you do, and you're hoping that the last 3 or 4 days of the month you continually have enough work so you can get paid. You're always the last one to get paid, right? That's a tremendous burden, okay? So if you step into network marketing and you see the exponential growth, right? So 2 become 4, 4 go to 8, right? 8 go to 16, 32, right? 64, 128, 256. In 9 months, you have 512 people in your business, with one just getting one every month. In the 10th month, it goes from 512 to 1,024. So your business is growing exponentially. Guess what? If you have over 1,000 people in your downline, right, in network marketing, is it costing you anything? It doesn't cost me a penny. But if you had 1,000 employees, what would that be costing you right now? What kind of a burden? What's the manpower that you would need? Right? What I love about this business, listen to me, all you entrepreneurs that are out there, I want you to understand something. I've been able to build as high of an $18 million a year distribution business with no trucks, very little inventory, no warehouses, and no employees. Right? Because it's all 100, becomes 100% residual. Okay? So who wouldn't want that as a small business owner, right? That's an easier way. That's where you see many of these people in network marketing get to, you know, 100,000 a month residual income, 200,000 a month, 500,000 a month, 800,000 a month, $1 million a month, right? You need to get educated on this industry, because what you when a person from Viseo or network marketing comes to you and they say, you know what, you can make some really good money in here, you need to understand what they mean by really good money, okay? Because there's people that make over $1 million a month, and it's all residual in network marketing, okay? Right? So I know that some of those numbers blow people out of the water, because let's be honest, if you could just make a few $100 extra a month, it would save many houses from becoming foreclosed on. So I don't want to lose the value of that, okay? So I want you guys to understand here. Many times I talk about big numbers, because the point of this presentation really is pointed at entrepreneurs that think bigger than others, that think higher than others. So I'm talking about higher numbers, okay? But I want everybody, you know, all the skeptics out there, or maybe the haters out there, I want you to understand that I know that money isn't everything, okay? But when there's a lack of it, it becomes all that you think about. It eats at your brain, okay? And so I want you to understand that. So I know both sides of it, okay? I've had millions and been absolutely broke living on the streets. I know what that feels like. So I haven't lost the value of $1, okay? But I am an entrepreneur, and I'm a big dreamer, right? And so I've heard it said many years ago, right, that you need to have a very, very large dream, and you want to be able to learn quickly, and you have to let action be your coach. And the very worst thing that could ever happen to a person is for a small dream to come true. You want to have a big dream, okay? Is that helping anyone? Good preaching, Brother Rick. Amen. All right, I'm almost done here, guys. Is this helping everyone? I hope so. I hope from a business perspective you guys are hearing this, okay? So when I talk about, you know, Viseo, I think it's very, very compelling. It's a very, very compelling argument, okay? And so you guys know that I talk about your mind being your number one asset, okay? So we have 5 disruptive products, okay, in Viseo. And when I say, I learned this a long time ago, right? You got to protect your mind, right? You can do anything that you want with your mind, right? And what I mean by that is you're developing a skill. You can always learn a new skill. That's why I say, do you want to spend an hour learning how to make 100 grand, or do you want to spend an hour making an unlimited amount of income, okay? It all depends on the type of business acumen you're learning, right? The type of education that you're learning. I love financial literacy, but what I love even more is taking that and pointing it at the vehicle of Viseo. Okay? Because I can build an asset, because I know that most people that get involved in network marketing, they can't afford to buy an asset. But I can teach them how to build an asset, and if they build it right, they'll make millions. Okay? You want me to say that again? I know that the majority of people that step into network marketing, the majority of them, right, that don't like their job, don't like their boss, wish that they can spend more time at home with their children, would love to bring their husband back home or their wives back home or take great vacations, right? I know that most of them can't afford to buy a cash flowing asset, and even if they could, they don't really know what to do or how, but they can build a cash flowing asset through Viseo. Okay? And so when I talk about, speaking about my number one asset, that's my mind. And what I love about the very first product here is called Neuro. Neuro is a complete meal for your brain, right? It's brain nutrition, right? And so for me, like that, why wouldn't I want to protect my brain? Why wouldn't I, right? Why wouldn't I want to have the healthiest brain that I can possibly, keep intact, because all your ideas come from your mind. All your creativity comes from your mind, right? Everything that you determine to do in your heart comes from your mind. And so Neuro, I love this product. Out of the 5, this is my favorite one. It makes me happy. It does. It makes me sharp. It's a great defogger in the morning. And so this is Neuro. It's a complete meal for your brain. This one's called Core Essentials. Okay, I love this product because I have been taking vitamins and minerals my whole life as an athlete, right? And in bodybuilding and all of that, right? And I love the fact that I can take a vitamin and a mineral knowing that I'm getting 80 to 100% of its absorption within the first hour, okay? Because of our liposome technology, right? That's what separates us from the herd. That's what separates us from everybody else out there, right? All 5 of our products are formulated through a liposome technology to where in the first hour you're absorbing it 80 to 100%. Try to find that somewhere else, okay? So these 2 are capsules, but all 5 are the same technology, right? And and so when I talk about my brain and protecting, my number one asset, which is my mind, a lot of people look at the sleep and they go, well, it's great because it helps you sleep and it calms you down. But you don't understand something. Dr. Emmett Blair formulated this not just to calm you and help you to sleep, right? A lot of people don't understand that when you're sleeping in those deep REMs, right? It's the only time your brain has the chance to detoxify and get rid of the heavy metals that cause like autism and, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and all of that stuff. So anytime I can help my brain detoxify and make it easier, I'm going to do it, right? So the sleep product is amazing, and I love the way it calms me. Renew is a phenomenal product because it's loaded with antioxidants, and antioxidants address free radicals and address all the long-term inflammation in your body, right? This is great for aches and pains. Maybe you've been banged up through sports, right? This is a phenomenal product. It does a lot of things as well that I can't talk about, but I can definitely tell you, you need to be on this, and you need to be on this every day, okay? This is called Renew. Energy is my final product here, and I love this product because it's enough energy for that midday crash, right? After lunch, right? When you want to just take a nap, this is perfect, okay? And it's an alternative to caffeine or a cup of coffee, right? A lot of people can't have a cup of coffee at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because it'll keep them up all night. This won't keep you up all night, and it's great, and it's healthy energy. It oxygenates your blood, right? And I just encourage you guys to read on these products, and we have a video for each and every one of these products. So I'm very proud, so when I look at the opportunity of Viseo, right, yet that's just another facet of why this company has been doing millions, and we're only weeks old, okay? So I have a few more things in my notes here that I'd like to share, and then we can, I can end this, but another reason for why I love Viseo and in this industry is that everybody shares in the wealth. okay? You're sharing in the wealth. So listen to me now. So if I enroll you in my business and I continue to enroll other people as I'm building my business, because I'm never going to stop, right? I'm a professional friend maker. I'm a relationship builder. Okay, I love to teach people how to become wealthy. It's what I do. It's part of my life's call. Okay, and I'm not just talking about wealthy in their hands through a bank account, wealthy in their mind, wealthy in their spirit, wealthy in their emotional capacities, right? Physically, financially, spiritually, mentally, right? All of those things. I love the fact that I can help people to be healthy in their mind and in their heart, and they can prosper on the inside of them, and ultimately it ends up in their bank account, right? But if I enroll you in my Viseo business and I continue to enroll other people, I have to put them underneath you in one of those legs, right? And so when I do that, that's revenue that's coming to you. Listen to me now. So I'm talking about what I mean when it comes to sharing, okay? Sharing the wealth. If I continue to build, I'm building underneath you. There's revenue that's coming into your business, right? And that is sharing in the wealth, because as you're building, you have people underneath you. Those people are buying products. I'm helping you to become wealthy by sharing my network with you. So ultimately, my network ends up being in your downline as well, and you get to collect 50% of that, so to speak, if it's in one leg, right? And I built that for you, and you get to receive 100% of the income as you go out and build your leg. However, I want you to understand something here. In our system, in my system, right, and I know that within Holly and Corbin, and you know the way we learned this, and it's something I'm very passionate about. It's a 20-20 vision. It's a 20-20 rule, right? You want to put 20 people in the left leg, and you want to personally enroll 20 people in the right leg. That to me is the way to getting to Black Diamond, okay? And this is what I mean by that. Out of those 20 people that you enroll, 13 to 15 are going to become active, and they're going to buy a business pack, and they're going to say, I want to build. Out of those 13 to 15, you're going to have 3 to 5 that are going to build about $1,000 a month. $1,000 a week business, right? And out of those 3 to 5, you're going to have 1 to 2 that build a 6-figure a year income. If you have a 1 to 2 if you have 1 to 2 people in one leg and 1 to 2 people in the other leg building a 6-figure a year income, that you're going to have a large 6-figure a year income, even a 7-figure a year income, okay? So to me, that's power, because everybody's doing the same thing and you're growing exponentially, okay? So your income is growing exponentially as your networks are increasing, right? Because everybody's combining those networks, all right? So what we're doing is we're sharing in the wealth. Okay, again, what I want to say this again, there's a lot of businesses out there and a lot of small businesses out there, but they don't grow exponentially, and they're not in the network business, right? The richest people in the world build networks, okay? And so and in traditional business, again, that one person at the top is the one that makes all the money. It's normally geared for one individual, not for a lot of people to become wealthy. So again, network marketing, again, Viseo wins in this phenomenal business, okay? So, with that being said, I just want to tell every one of you guys, I hope this helps. I know this is a small chapter in your Viseo understanding, but if you want to approach entrepreneurs, you want to come to them with a language of business, it will help. If you begin to understand the way they think, you want to listen for pain points, okay? Believe me, the very people that you're afraid to approach are the ones that usually will say yes if it comes from a language of business. The ones where you get the majority of the no's, then the majority of the no's come from those that don't really understand business, and so they're skeptical about everything because they don't know. Okay? And so people fear what they don't know. Okay? And so that's why I've always been able to go fast in every business I've ever been involved in. I've never failed in network marketing in 10 years. Not ever. Not ever, 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 ever. Okay? And I've always built organically. Okay? And so I know who my audience is and who the target market is, and I want to encourage you to do the same thing. Okay, so some of the people that you're going after, they're so skeptical because they don't know. They're listening to their Uncle Joe, and Uncle Joe's telling them, don't do this and don't do that, and the stuff shows up every single month and da-da-da-da. Well, listen, man, let me just tell you, everybody on my team completely understands this. If your LCP showing up and it's going in your garage and you're not taking that product to the marketplace, then you don't have a business, okay? Because no small business owner, no big business owner would ever hide their business in the garage. Okay? Be like Red Bull and get that product into the marketplace. Go out and talk to the entrepreneurs. Don't be afraid of them, all right? I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you get with everyone who has shared this with you, right? And get into Viseo. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. It's going to be $1 billion company. It's going to be a legacy company. I'm just telling you. Don't wait. Don't lose a week by losing a day. Don't lose a losing a week. Don't lose a year, a month. Okay? We're moving very, very quickly. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.